Hi everyone. So looks like we're having some technical issues. We were trying to get on Facebook to go live, but they're not letting us go live. So we're going to improvise and hopefully we can get this posted and uploaded. I don't know if we can do that, but we'll figure it out when we're done. So we're just going to go ahead and record the holiday tradition Ask Mom series because I find it fun. I find it entertaining kind of chatting with my mom, Terry, and hearing the fun stories of like how I grew up and what she remembers about being little, having Christmas at home, because I think as we transition from childhood to adulthood, then to parenthood, I think there's a natural progression that happens from how we envision Santa and the magic of the season and how that changes, and then how you kind of turn it forward and become Santa and give that on to your children. And so I just think it's a neat perspective to get to give to you guys, because it's just not something that everybody, takes the time to even talk to their parents about. So I am going to do that. I've got a list of fun questions to ask my mom today because, I know for a fact that your favorite holiday on the face of the calendar is
Christmas.
Yeah. Has been forever. I just always remember as a kid, Christmas was the holiday.
I just think it's so magical.
It is magical. And I have that same feeling because I think the way that we were raised and what we did, that's what I remember. And it made it magical from the youngest I can remember. It was always like the lead up to that season, and it was really a fun and exciting time. So tell me about your favorite holiday memories. Maybe as you were a kid, what are some things that you brought to parenthood?
Well, when I was younger, I as you know, I had 4 sisters and a brother, so came from a big family. And then my mom's sister and her brother had a big family. Each of them had 6 kids and 5 kids. So I always remember getting together at one of my aunt's house or my grandma's house, and we'd be, unwrapping presents or being around a Thanksgiving table, or it's just gathering us all together. And what's precious about that for me is I knew my cousins very, very well growing up. Because of that, my mom and aunts getting us all together, and to this day we're still very, very connected as cousins. So just gathering us all together was fun. And I'm from Wisconsin, so the snow was like to the rooftops. I mean, we had so much snow, and so we did a ton of tobogganing down these huge hills in the apple orchard area. And I don't know if very many of you even know what a toboggan is, but it's a great big long board that kind of comes up and curves like this.
Oh, like the old school sleds.
And we would load up all of us cousins, and we would go down those hills very fast. They were huge hills where the cows would roam, but we had tons of snow all over. I'll never forget that growing up with my cousins like that. It was fun.
It's the traditions, and it's also like the winter festivities. And we live in Tennessee now. We're down here, but there's not as much snow. There's no winter activities. Like, I have some sleds for my kids in case of or per chance of, and we've got the snow pants for if there's a chance of. And I know some of you are down in Florida and that's not happening for you. So I find it interesting how all these parts of the country, we come together and we view this holiday from a different perspective. And I know that you grew up in, small town Wisconsin, and as did I. I think my town was smaller than yours.
Yeah.
So it was small town.
You grew up in a town with 4,000 people.
Yeah, very tiny.
That's pretty small.
Everyone knows each other.
Yep.
Literally. And, we had these traditions, and it was magical. And so your holidays were filled with family. So were mine. She brought all the cousins. Her siblings brought their kids. And so I'm very close with my cousins even to this day.
Which is why, I wanted to keep that tradition going.
Yeah.
Where you would know all your cousins like I knew all of my cousins. And to this day, you still connect.
Very much.
With your cousins. So,
very much.
And as far as looking at it, traditions with you kids, Brandon, your brother, who's about 3 years younger than you, when you two grew up, I'm all about Christmas. And so I like to do so many different activities. And a couple things, I know one stands out big in your head, but a couple things was the 12 Days of Christmas that I really, really enjoyed doing with you guys. And the second thing that I really enjoyed was having you create some kind of a project where you would go shopping with $20 and we'd go to the dollar store and you would shop for Brandon and Brandon would shop for you, and we'd wrap these little things and we'd put them on this project. Maybe it was a styrofoam Christmas tree and we poked them all over. And every morning when you got up, you had to pick something from your tree, and you guys got to open your gift, and then while you had breakfast, and then on the 24th you had a bigger gift that you guys ended up buying. And again, $20 back then went a long way.
Yeah, it did. But
it was truly the dollar store.
Yeah,
it's not so much anymore. It's the $1.50 store.
But honestly, that was what I was going to say is one of my favorite childhood memories, because there was something neat about being able to buy for my brother that, obviously I had no money at, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, but I always remember going shopping to buy those little gifts. And I mean, we're talking bouncy balls and little card games or dice. I bought dice one year, I remember. It's like just these little silly things, and then we'd open the door and we would take a look at number 12 or number 13, and you'd pull it out and there would be the little gift, and it was so silly. Sometimes it was candy, gumballs, or just anything. And I remember that I was so excited. It just was like the idea of giving to my brother and of receiving, and it was just the neatest thing that I hope I can traditionally pass on. We live in a different world now, and it's so hectic sometimes and chaotic that I don't do as much as I would love to do in terms of that, because I have 3 daughters, and so to do that with 3 kids would be a different undertaking. It's like, do you have them pick for each other or for both sisters? So it's a layer that I'm like, but I want to do that because I think that's one of my favorite childhood memories, honestly, is giving.
Tell them about your 12 Days of Christmas.
Well, that was something that when you said that, I used to not really realize what that meant, because all I remember is the countless activities. I don't know if I would have pinpointed that the 12 Days of Christmas was a pre-planned 12 days. I'm 40, so I don't remember specifically what it was, but I remember everything we did. That's what's funny. I remember going inner tubing. It was called Perkinstown, so we'd go inner tubing way out there on the snow. We would go snowshoe.
Snowshoeing.
Go walking on snowshoes in our backyard on the lake, and just all these different activities that we would do. Skiing, we would do crafts, we would do cookie making. It was the 12 Days of Christmas.
We just mapped out the 12 days, drew out a little calendar of it, and then you guys helped me figure out what you would want to do on each one of the days. Sometimes we had a cocoa and cookies in the living room on a blanket, like the picnic in the middle of the winter with the fireplace going. And you guys helped me figure it out. And I think the 12 Days of Christmas, like you said, it's such a hectic time of the year. Yeah. And it allowed me to say, let's slow down. What are we doing for this? And it led us right up to the Christmas day. But back 12 days, there was something that we were going to do as a family. And that's what was important to me. I'm really big on the bonding of family time.
And I think that's what's so neat about it. I don't remember it being specific to that, but I remember every single one of those, the actions, and what a mindful thing to have done as a mom, that as a kid I had no idea what we were creating and what memories were going to be solidified in my memory. I just, obviously you don't think of that when you're that age. And now here I am, kind of replicating that a little bit differently, but now I'm like, I'm going to put more focus in it. I feel the desire to want to do that for my kids.
Well, you have the elves, and we didn't have that.
That has literally been the highlight of it's Christmas. I'm sure the tree goes up and the elves appear, and our elves show up inside of the tree, and it's on from there. We're pretty calm with our elves right now, and I have a feeling my 7-year-old is getting a little bit more questioning, why do my friends' elves make messes? And I'm like, you have calm elves. I don't know. All elves are different, So it's the whole thing. But that's been probably the biggest tradition I've given to my girls, but they're 7, 5, and 2, so I have time to kind of figure out what that would look like. But I love the 12 days of Christmas, and I think that that's a present and mindful thing that I would love to add. It's fun to like talk this through with her because I forgot that was for a specific reason. I remember the things we did. I just forgot that was like specifically for the 12 days of Christmas. So as a mom, back in 1985, you have a 1-year-old, then you have Brandon, and what was Christmas shopping like back then?
Well, as you know, we lived in a small town, and our big shopping store was Kmart. That was it. Yes. And we were really pumped when Kmart was there, because before that it was Ben Franklin. So
which is like a Goodwill. Maybe not a Goodwill,
no,
like a Walgreens.
Like a
local Walgreens.
Yeah, that's what Ben Franklin was a Walgreens type store. And we would, instead, I would have to take the trip to Wausau, which was about a 45-minute drive. And I would make out my list of what I wanted for shopping and bring it home. And wrapping always occurred after you guys all went to bed, with a glass of wine for me.
Yeah.
And wrapping the Christmas presents. But, you know, it's a little different nowadays for shopping. So
yeah, I mean, that I am fascinated by how it used to be, because we don't do that.
And when I grew up, it was the day after Thanksgiving, the Black Friday, even though now we talk about it and laugh, it's kind of like Black November versus Black Friday. But that was a dead serious thing when I grew up. I mean, I was so excited to be able to be with my aunts and be able to hit that shopping spree. And we went all the way to Minneapolis, which we referenced as the cities. And we jumped around from store to store, outlet stores.
Which was a 3-hour drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we did that, and we left before the sun was up. And we came back with a pretty loaded van of all the items we picked up. But that was the shopping when my mom was raising us. And then for me, it was off to Wausau and do a day, or, you know, you could get a lot of the stocking stuffers around Medford, but if you wanted the bigger items, you had to go to Wausau.
And there's just no shopping online. And I don't want to sound like a spoiled, 21st century mom, but it really is. I mean, when I'm out of dish soap, I order it and it shows up at my house. Like, I remember even earlier in my college years, I mean, I had to make a to-do list of do this, and I'd have to go do the rounds and go to the Walmart, the Target, go to the Walgreens, and go to the stores and pick up my stuff. And now I can think about it, put a shopping cart together online, and ship it to my house. And so I just think it's not that it's stealing the joy of Christmas, but it has changed the dynamic of what the holiday is, because I have actually this year and last year specifically made it a point to take my shopping day and go into a physical store, walk around. I said it on the podcast, we white knuckle it, man. We make a list to some extent, and then we walk the aisles, and it's her and I, and we do it together. And it's like, what about this? And what about that? And I'm like, man, it's overwhelming because I got 3. This is different than how she used to do it. And so it's been a little bit more of a fun experience going into the physical store. Maybe not on Black Friday, but just going into the store, because at least I can go there and feel like I'm shopping for my kids for Christmas, versus the other way of just clicking and ordering it. But then when I can't find it, I just go online and I order it. So it's not like, let's go to 9 other stores and see if I can find it. And so I just think through what that had to feel like back then. And I guess if anything, we should be grateful that we live in an era that...
Right. I also love it because with Brandon living in Wisconsin yet,
yeah, that's a good point.
I just ask my daughter-in-law, give me some ideas on Amazon, and she tells me, I order it, they get shipped to her house, she wraps them, and I don't even have to ship anything. I used to buy some things here and put them in a box and ship them, but I thought, not anymore. It's super easy just using the Amazon. So it's okay in my mind. Take a little bit of stress off your life with that shopping. We have our fun day, our one fun day. But in this day and age, it's okay to have something like that, because you have enough. You have enough events and activities and dress up things for the school For your
Oh,
kids, that we didn't do that.
Yeah, I don't
We didn't
remember
have
that either.
No, we didn't have that.
I don't remember having, you know, my school district, and I don't know about yours, my school district has, there's like 5 or 6 dress up days leading up to the holiday. So we have, today is hat day. Did
you just run back in the house this
Yep,
morning to grab the
forgot the
Christmas
hat.
hat? It's just another layer of stress that I did
Yep.
not have.
No, we had
So-
candy cane dress day. We have the Grinch day is tomorrow. We have pajama day. It's like all these extras. So yeah,
Fun for them.
oh,
but
they
it's-
love it.
but
It's
it's a
exciting, but like for a mom,
It's a
we're sitting
layer.
back going, okay, I've got my planner out, you know, and I'm writing down, okay, this is this day, this is this day. We had to order a holiday shirt so that she's got, because she's like, I don't have anything to wear, Mom. And you're like, well, you do. You have a red shirt, you know? I'm like, okay, we'll get you a holiday shirt. So it's just one more thing, but thank God for Amazon. I mean, I hate to say it because they're so big, but it's like I am grateful to have access
Mhm.
to that. Now, wrapping is a whole different story because I know wrapping.
It's a midnight thing for you. It's after your kids go down. That's what I used to do as well. And you make it kind of a, whether you're a wine person or a hot cocoa person, you give yourself a little treat, put some nice music on, put a candle on, and wrap the gifts. Let them go to bed and just have a little me time.
And I have a little secret. My little kiddo sitting over there with her earphones on for this call today. But one of my best tricks and things that I ever did is I put a locking doorknob on the attic door. And my kids just assume it's locked. And it's my storage room, but it's locked all year round. And so that's where I am able to put my stuff and hide it away. And they just don't even think anything of it. Sorry, we had a call come in. They don't think anything of it because the door is just always locked. And so it's never this big thing for them to have to think about. You want to come say hi? Come here. Yeah. If any of you have been watching the show, what's been fun about my episode this week is I talk a little bit about my middle, who unfortunately has come down with, what did you come down with?
I don't know.
Come here, say hello. She's come down with the flu. And so we have been dealing with several days of a sick kiddo at home. But I want to ask you, this is our special guest that we are having appear today. What is your favorite part about Christmas with Mommy?
Opening presents.
Opening presents. What else?
Sitting together.
Sitting together.
See, that's the whole idea of family. Kids are, I mean, I saw a video the other day that had a kid open up a box with a banana and he was so excited saying, I got a banana, Mom, I got a banana. It's like we wrestle around and try to figure out the perfect gift, and really what they want is just time with Mommy and Daddy, right? And play games.
Lots of games. Yeah, I know. It's been hard having her home and navigating it all, but it's also been a little sweet extra week for her. Yeah? Now we're shy. We're not normally shy at all. So, what would you say was the hardest thing about Christmas, the holiday? I know, putting you on the spot.
I know. I don't even know if I could find something hard about it.
I think for what
Maybe-
I said was the challenge of navigating concerts and, you know, outfits, and that would probably be the
Yeah, because we
hectic.
we had concerts with you guys and you know, I had to get their outfits, but it's hard for me to find anything that I don't like about Christmas. It really is. We're going away on a week next week vacation, and my husband said, well, we probably won't even mess with the decorations. And I looked at him and I'm like, you're kidding, right? Because no, it's all decorated. It's all up. I love the magical side of it. I love it's not even about the presents. It's just the look.
It's the feeling, it's the energy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think one of my favorite things about the holiday season is the movies.
Yeah. Oh, we watched the movies.
I love them.
all my Christmas.
Do you like Christmas movies?
all my Christmas DVDs?
What's your favorite
come out.
Christmas movie?
The one who takes over Whoville.
Oh,
Whoville the Grinch. The Grinch,
the
yeah.
one who takes over Whoville.
I love Christmas music. How about you?
No.
No?
No.
Mommy, does mommy sing Christmas music here all the time?
And Olivia sings Jingle Bells.
Jingle bells. Yep, that is true. Well, it has been a lot of fun talking about it. I was trying to think, I was hoping to go live for you guys and actually give you an opportunity to ask some questions, but Facebook is having a sad day today for whatever reason, or it's my phone, which that could very well be too. So
Once you listen, once you get on Facebook and listen to it, drop a question in the comments below, and then drop in what your favorite.
yeah, I was gonna say,
Memory
so
is.
my request is if you take the time to listen to this, I know we're busy, there's so many things going on, but you're probably watching this tonight, laying in bed, kids are sleeping, and you're zoning out on Facebook. So what I'd love for you to do is to tell me A, where you're tuning in from, what city you're in, and the second thing, or B, would be tell me your favorite family tradition. I love getting to know you guys and learning so much about each and every one of you, what you love, what your challenges are, what your sick kiddos and families look like. And so share that with me, please. Let me know where you're tuning in from and what your favorite holiday tradition is. And next week, I will be going live for you as my plan. If not, I'll have to post a video again. I'm not quite sure what's going on. It could be my phone, but I will be doing a holiday beauty tutorial for you because I have done makeup for so many years that I feel like some tips and tricks or giving you a full tutorial on how you can do a fast, beautiful makeup for yourself would be a fun treat. So that'll be my Christmas gift to you guys, and I look very forward to tuning in with you again real soon.
You could show them that dramatic New Year's Eve look.
We'll see. Yeah. No, I will.
We'll see.
All right.
All right.
Merry Christmas,
Merry Christmas,
everybody.
everyone.
Can you say Merry Christmas? No, we're shy, but we're really not. Don't let her deceive you. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.